Hey guys, this is Alex703 Rockstar and I'm back. I guess I'm the only reviewer on here who freaking does reviews before he showers in the morning. Anyway, I'm here back to review new Cake album, Showroom of Compassion, which is something that Sir All About Music should do. Anyone else who does this review, myself, Anthony Fantano, doesn't matter. We all want Sir All About Music to do the Cake review, so do this. Anyway, this album is Cake's 6th album, and their first not released on Columbia Records. This was released on their own label, Upbeat Records, and it was recorded with 100% solar energy. So good for Cake. So Cake is one of those bands that knows that they don't have to change to sound good. No one wanted to hear a changed Cake after 7 years. We wanted good old John McCree and co. to come up with those biting, witty, lyrical moments and some good music. And that they did. The production is really nice and clean on here, and Cake is a band that sounds really good with clean production. Since all the instruments are mastered almost equally, they all really play a big part in it, every single instrument. And as you can see on the listing here, all the members, well, you actually can't see it, all the members play a lot of different instruments. They're very talented at that. And this record is absolutely mastered beautifully, one of its strongest advantages. And it has to be mastered beautifully because the songwriting, not totally there. Old John McCree pops up in situations like Federal Funding, Mustache Man, and Italian Guy, and Bound Away, which harkens back to their first album, Motorcade of Generosity. But there are too many songs that are extremely in earnest, which is not really what Cake does best. Sick of You manages to stay alive because of its good rhythm. But for example, songs like Got to Move, Got to Move actually has its good moments, but What's Now is Now, Easy to Crash, those songs are really kind of weak. Although the horns, when the horns come in, they almost always save it. The horns are fucking fantastic on this album. Excellent stuff. The problem is, even on the good songs here, it always feels like a retread of something they've done better before. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. And this is definitely an album that's better when you're not paying attention to it and not breaking it down, which is what I'm doing right now, and it makes it sound a lot worse. But it's really not a bad album. It's an enjoyable listen. It's nice to hear from Cake after all this time. And, you know, the second half of the album is much stronger than the first. The last 3 songs, Bound Away, The Winter, and Italian Guy, you could make a case that those are the 3 strongest songs on the album. Teenage Pregnancy is a fantastically tense, let me restart the album. It's a fantastically tense instrumental piece that conveys an emotion of uncertainty that lyrics wouldn't have done justice to, and I really like that. The flow here is really just relaxed. This album has a really extremely laid-back feel. Very much like other Cake albums. And it doesn't fall into the same potholes that Pressure Chief did. But I'd say if you go song by song, it's pretty weak. Other than the last 3 and say Mustache Man, Federal Funding is pretty good. But it's an album that's better than the sum of its parts. And if you're a Cake fan, the nostalgia will definitely bring it up for you. It's a fun listen. It's not really something to analyze too much. It has nice album artwork on the front. Yeah, I can give this a 6.5 out of 10. Nothing brilliant. It's not Comfort Eagle. It's not Fashion Nugget, but it's still good. All right, I'll see you guys later.